Hey guys, we're going to be talking about something very important to me. With the convention season upon us, I thought it'd be very cool to cover my first 10th Doctor cosplay and how it's evolved, and then show you guys how you can build your very own 10th Doctor cosplay easily. Let's get to it! Now that's better, isn't it? The word cosplay comes from the compound of two words of costume and roleplay. Put them together, you get cosplay. Through that breakdown of words, we're going to get you to a point where no matter what combination of costume or props you have, you will be able to sell yourself as the 10th Doctor. And have fun while doing it. My first 10th Doctor costume was a pair of brown slacks, a blue button-up, and a brown tie. I called it my ended time rendition of the Doctor. This worked for many conventions and people know whom I was trying to pull off. Why? Well, it's simple. I was acting like the character. I was embodying the Doctor. That is my first hint to pulling off a Doctor cosplay. Act like the Doctor. My second was the Voyage of the Damned tuxedo. Again, very simple, can be mistaken for James Bond, but the social cues that I gave were that of the Doctor. I was acting like the Doctor. Sonicking things, psychic paper, the hair helps, the shoes help. Both cosplays are very easy to pull off. I'm gonna lead you through a more classic Doctor look as opposed to episode-specific alternate looks. In 5 easy steps, we will make you the Doctor. Are you ready? Allons-y! Step 1, find a brown or blue suit. The Doctor wears multiple different suits during his tenure as the Doctor, the most common being brown with blue pinstripes or a flat blue with maroon print pinstripes. You can definitely find a good Doctor suit at any good thrift store or discount suit warehouse. I'm gonna pop some tags, got Gallifreyan dollars in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a bargain. This is so awesome. Remember, it does not have to be screen accurate perfect. Your attitude is what will sell this suit. I eventually had a custom suit made through Magnolia Clothers. If you're looking to spend money on it, Magnolia is the only way to go. The second part of the step is trying to find the right shirt. I went with a blue button-up from Express. I only went with this brand because they cut their shirt arms a little bit longer and that makes a difference for me. You can go to your thrift store or local mall and find a blue button-up perfectly fine. There are options for your shirt as the 10th Doctor. There's the olive green, dark green undershirt that you can wear with the dark blue over top. And sometimes he even wears a red one with a maroon, dark red shirt with his blue suit. Okay, I know these tips sound like a no-brainer, but these are the base where we build the cosplay. The way you wear your suit is what sells it. For instance, buttoning your jacket right is one small detail that can make your cosplay pop. The Doctor really likes to button his top 2 buttons of the 4 with his brown suit and tie. He likes to button the second and third button while wearing his dark blue shirt with no tie. And he buttons the top 3 buttons of his blue suit. Remember, it doesn't have to be screen accurate to pull off this cosplay. What sells it is the small details and the attitude. Step 2, the Chuck Taylors. This is a small, really cheap detail that can pull your cosplay together and really let people know who you are. If I'm slightest bit unsure if someone is dressing as the Doctor or not, I take a small peek at their shoes, and if they're Converses, I know exactly who they are. With the blue suit, the Doctor wears maroon high tops. The brown suit, he wears cream high tops. This is very important. A lot of people like to debate whether it's white or cream. After a bunch of painstaking research, I have found that it is indeed cream color that you want to go with. I assure you, the cream is screen accurate. Even if your suit isn't perfect, remember, the shoes are a large part of making this cosplay pull together. I wouldn't recommend skipping this step at all. Step 3, the overcoat. This step is very optional but can help you look like the Doctor. Find a bargain tan or brown long overcoat. The overcoat is a large part of the Doctor's costume. If you're not feeling confident in your suit, this may help with that. I usually skip this step because I feel like the suit is very clean, and with the right attitude, anyone can be the Doctor. There are replicas of the coats available through Abbey Shot or Magnolia Clothers. Step 4, the hair. This is my favorite part of the cosplay. You get to have so much fun just playing and getting it right. What I use for product is sexy hair Sexy Hair Control Maniac, and Sexy Hair Shaping Cream. I start with the Control Maniac, then I put in the Shaping Cream. It adds a nice texture to the hair and really makes it sellable. The second thing, if you can grow them, sideburns help a lot. They're not necessary, but they are a fun part of the cosplay. You don't need the sideburns to sell the cosplay. I see lots of little kids that pull off the 10th Doctor. I see lots of adults without sideburns that pull off the 10th Doctors. And I also really like to see gender bent doctors. Going into gender bending is when a female dresses as the 10th Doctor. I see a lot of people get short wigs to pull off the hair, or a slightly messy windswept look is usually my favorite. Because I mean, the Doctor is just like, let's go. It's not about being perfect. It's not about that. Like, he doesn't have time to think about his hair. And I feel like that feeling is what you're trying to evoke within your cosplay. Step 5, the props. Any combination of these will help detail your cosplay as the 10th Doctor. Starting with the basic, every Doctor needs a sonic screwdriver. I really like to carry 2 for photo op purposes. I also like to carry River Song screwdriver. That's just a fun one to carry in case I run into a River Song or someone who wants to be a River Song, like a little kid. It's a lot of fun. I do like to carry my copy of River Song's journal. Is anybody going to ask me about my glasses? 3D glasses. They are so fun. Help sell your cosplay. Psychic paper. Always fun. Find an old passport holder. What's a lot of fun is put your convention badge into your psychic paper, so whenever you have to walk in, you flash them the badge and it makes you feel like the Doctor. Last but not least, this is important. Your Tardis Key. You should never leave home without it. It is round at the top and is based off of the British ERA keys. If you can find an ERA key replica, even better. Mine's just from a standard padlock set. Okay, I know that's a lot of stuff. Don't worry about carrying it all. A good Doctor suit is bigger on the inside. Built-in Time Lord technology. Added to the prop section is the necktie. This is important if you are going for a Doctor wearing the necktie look. The blue suit usually has a maroon or red necktie associated with it. The brown suit usually has a brown or a brown and blue necktie associated with it. I got one of my neckties, replica from Magnolia Clothers. The other tie was found through painstaking research on eBay when they announced that St. George had released the 50th anniversary tie. The Doctor likes to tie his tie with a 4-in-hand knot. Small detail and some fun knowledge for you. But that's not all. As I keep saying, the biggest thing to selling your cosplay is your attitude. That's what will make people draw to you, and that's what will make people go, wow, that's the Doctor. You have to believe you're the Doctor. Find a couple Doctor-esque poses that you are comfortable with doing. There are sure to be photo ops. Cosplay with a companion or a group of other Doctors. People love group cosplays. This is the most important. The costume does not make the person makes the costume. And remember, don't judge or compare yourself to other cosplays. They're having just as much fun as you doing something that you love doing. It's not a competition. Now I want to see how your cosplays turned out. If you have any questions, comment below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, or share. Now I have a universe to save.